Well, here we are with this copy of this painting by Frank Webb, and what I've done so far is just to put down the first pale wash of yellow over all of the painting apart from the white areas. And I'm coming in now with this lovely flat brush just to bring in the next layer of wet in wet colours over the top of it. So I've got a lovely burnt sienna that I'm working with here, and see how the brush is a great shape really for working in against straight lines and things. A flat brush is a really good tool for this. Mixing in here another colour, coming in with the a dark green, which I'm just going to blend in wet into the burnt sienna. Just allow those colours just to run together and flow together, and then just need a little bit of a purple colour as well, just to come in, just to bring in that extra bit of variety. I'm sort of working here to create the feel of grass at the bottom, so I'm sort of painting negatively. I'm thinking about what shape the light yellow grass should be, and just coming in and painting the colours around it. Time to put on the side of the barn, so I'm just going into some slightly damp paper there, and so that the edge of it won't be too hard, and just painting in with the colours along the side of the barn. Now what I'm trying to do is not to copy too closely the picture. I'm using it as a basis, but and I'm trying to put some of the colours where they are, but obviously because it's watercolour we're not going to get exact reproduction of Frank Webb's painting, and so we're just trying to approximate it really with the colours here. But you can see how the flat brush works beautifully up against edges and things, and is very quick to cover large areas. Coming in the front here with a bit of loose brush work just to create the grassy area at the front there. I'm doing all of this, as you can see, just with the one brush. Just continuing here just to put this second layer on top of the yellow, and just bringing in the side of the barn there just a little bit darker than the end of the barn. There's a little patch down here which is same dark, and then with the brush, if you use the same brush for doing painting, the longer you use it, the lighter the paint becomes, because more of the paint comes off the brush, and so it gets lighter as it goes on. And a couple more patches just of loose brushwork again up in the corner there. Let's have a look now at adding the darks. This is the last stage of the painting really. Had the light wash in the beginning, followed by the variegated wash on top, and now we're just coming in really with the dark areas. And you can see how that just really begins to bring the whole thing to life. Coming in with a nice dark colour, and again just using the flat brush to cut in around areas, and it just brings a whole new depth to the picture. Just coming in here, put a bit of dark on, and just coming in with some thinner paint just to blend that in, so it's not completely black over the whole thing, but just lighten it down a bit as we go through. And again, just using the same brush over and over. The longer you go on with the brush, the lighter the paint becomes on it. So you can use the same brush for quite a while and you get different effects. And just darken this side down a bit under the eaves there. And again, we can cut in with this flat brush. It's a really lovely shape of brush to use for things like this. You'd have to work a lot harder if you were using a round tip brush to get these effects. And a lovely counter change there on the post at the top there. So we've got light against dark and dark against light on the same post, and it just shows up beautifully. Let's put in some of these windows and bits and pieces under the eaves. And again, the flat brush just does it in one go for you really. You just need to just mark it, just put a mark down, and it just goes down straight. Look at that, just one stroke of the brush, and you've got the windows and the doors just done. No fiddling around, no messing. Very, very quick, very easy. Just takes a little bit of practice to play around with it. There we go with that again, just one stroke, and you get these dark windows. Now that's pretty quick and easy, isn't it? Just working around here just to darken that down a little bit. And now we're coming just to the finishing touches, really. Going to flick in some little bits of grass. Going to put these boards on. See, with a just a change of the brush, you can get thick and thin lines. Brings the boards in on the side of the building there. Just with a bit of purple, we're just going to touch in the chimney at the top there. And then flicking these grasses again with the flat brush, just with a flicking motion, just sort of tickling some little grasses and things in the front there. Perhaps change the colour, that's a dark green, come in with more sort of a golden browny colour, and put a few more in just over here. See how much you can do with just one brush, it's wonderful really. And then just a little bit of shading on some of these white areas. And notice how the white areas really stand out now. We haven't done anything with them really, apart from this little bit of shading. Some bright blue in this corner here. But basically it's just white paper that's been left. And just see how effective that is in the whole composition of the painting. Sometimes it's the things that we don't paint that have the most effect. So I'm just going to finish off here with just a few little extra bits, and then we're pretty well done. Temptations to fiddle, but I'll try and stop.